next big thing is,
how cool was that? It wasn't unusual to have Ian Anderson of Jethro Tull come running in, open the door to the dressing room, throw an umbrella in the air that snaps open as it floats to the ground, and he runs away screaming, "The British are coming! The British are coming!"
and then I mentioned to him, by the way, I'm taking your lighting course next semester. And he said to me, what the hell am I going to teach you?
People tell me how much the work we did at the Fillmore impacted their lives. You know, that made a big change in the way I respected and understood my work. Because suddenly, I realized that I made a difference.
How could I describe what influenced me? I really couldn't tell you. When I hear music, I close my eyes and I see colors and I see movement. Some of the shapes that you see are things that I cut out of matboard, cardboard, and would put under the liquid on an overhead projector so that we'd have shape. And then I'd put a different one on another one and we'd be able to move those shapes independent of each other, but overlaid.
I give you my money, let you live in my home. Give you all you ask for, I never tried to roam. I just don't understand what you're waiting for. Make me wait much longer, I'll show you the door. I don't need no motivations, so just find me one.
The more I learned about what I did, the more things I found interesting and then continued to experiment with.
You're gonna go now, and you'll never know how I found out about you this time.
Well, I'll tell you a quick little story. Before I got into the Fillmore full time, my parents were, when are you going to get a real job? Parents do that. Well, they took me to Nate Briff Vocational Services to have a battery of tests done to find out what I would be best at. Well, after taking all of these tests and sitting down with their psychologist, they brought my parents into a room and talked to them. When they came out, my father was smiling and my mother was angry. Before this, my father was the one saying, when are you going to get a real job? And my mother was the one saying, oh, don't worry, let him express himself. Well, the guy told them, this is the perfect thing for your son because it's a mixture, a marriage of art and science. This is perfect. And my father went, really? Wow. My mother went, no! No! weeks ago, I was doing a friend's show. Every year he's been doing this show, Summer of Love. And it basically is, like a tribute to all of the songs from 67, 68, 69. And the computer I have is getting old. So as the software gets newer and newer, the computer is becoming more limited. So I had to change the file types of all of the clips that I was using so they'd be easier for the computer to run. Well, I started this one day, and 8 days later I finished. Because I couldn't just batch do them, because I had to rename them all and this and that. I had over 35,000 clips. A few years ago, 2007, 2008, I had a couple of hundred. Those intervening years, I came up with a total of 35,000 clips. And those are only the preferred clips. The numbers that I just threw away or have on a hard drive somewhere is enormous.
We're living on the edge. Living on the edge. Living on the edge. Living on the edge.
I use nothing ever to synchronize the music and the lights except for my reflex.